Wow. Well, let's wait for a couple people to kind of hang out. I'm sure a couple people are going to be interested in this. So do me a solid, and can you control the phone? Thanks. I want to see. I'm so surprised I didn't kill the gasket, honestly. Anybody here yet? Yeah, I got a couple people. All right, so we can see excessive load here, here. This is on every bore, every single one. This is a 6,000 mile motor, every single bore. And then there is a micro weld. Let's see if you can catch that on camera. Right at the top of the bore, that is a micro weld. This is all micro welding right here. And then if we go back, could you come around to the other side, please? We can see it's on the same, every single bore has this same overload of the piston. Probably knock or too lean or too much heat, expanding the rings, creating this issue. But the fact that it's front and back, it's probably the piston getting rattled in the bore from knock. And he just, you know, like I said, he didn't tell me anything other than just he wanted me to look at it, and that's all he said to me. And here we can see all the scrapes, the damage, and then the bore that has that micro weld. Sorry, come around the other side, please. This looks like this mark over here on the side is from ring damage, like the ring maybe when expanded and welded or micro jammed, and because that's the only bore that has a mark on the side like that. And yeah, there is some, yeah, there's some over here too, some light scoring here. Probably the ring's too hot, and probably just about both. And then I did see on the gasket where in one spot, it's hard to see, but there's no point in getting into it when you see all this damage like this. No, because I know somebody installed a clutch in this. No thrust washer will do this to piston bores. It's not related to this at all. And I found metal in areas that a thrust washer can't send backwards through the engine. So I'm going to have to do some more digging to figure out where some of that metal came from. I'm going to make a mess of this oil. I want to turn this over and look at it and see if I see anything. No, I mean, it's so low in miles. I can't really see it. I just saw that one spot on the gasket. And now I just got oil all over the gasket, so I'm probably not going to be able to see it now. But again, it wasn't like massive. It looked like just the beginning of it. I'll have to just wash the gasket off, but it wasn't like one of the corners. It wasn't between the bores. If it was between the bores, that would be an indication of overheat. But it's not. It was not between the bores. Why am I trying to put it down in there? And that's it. The crank rotates fine. The only thing I did, the thing was, I did feel some thrust play, but it was like not as much as I expected. Let me see something. I wonder if I forgot. It looks like they're. I don't think it's a bent rod or anything like that. I don't know. I can't tell from here. Let me see. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Is that piston? Is this piston lower, or is it just rocking more? No, this piston is cockeyed a little. Is this thing crooked? Because I could feel this is lower in the bore on this one than this one. You can see that too. See that? All right, and then come over here. Look, see? So this one probably has a mild bend in the rod. And even if I try to rock the piston back, it's still higher up in here. That might be why when I heard this thing running, I did hear knock. And again, that's not thrust washer. And same thing here. Look at the way. again. So look, here, flush, right? And then look here. Is this piston crooked? It is. This piston, yep. There's a bent rod in this thing. I gotta find where to take it apart later. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, oh, like I said, the signs were there as soon as I saw this thing might literally have 2 bent rods. It seems like the 3 and 4 are okay. I think 1 and 2. Yeah. Unless there's some kind of crazy piston problem, but I doubt that. I just can't see that happening. Well, when I take the rods out, I'll find out soon enough, but I think that's it for now. But, yeah. And like I said, unless there's some crazy screwed up casting, but I really doubt that. I just can't see that happening. Well, we'll find out when I take it apart the rest of the way. Alright, well, that's pretty much it, and that's the update. Anybody have any questions? Any questions, anybody? It's not install. This is not install. This was a stock motor, fully stock. And they put other components around it, ancillaries like clutch and intake and turbo kit. And the only thing that's going to cause all this damage in the bores is tuning. That's it, and bending rods. You're not going to bend rods from a messed up install. The whole, like the timing components, everything was good there. Although other than some sparkle metal going all through the whole system, maybe making a little bit of like silver coloring on it. It was interesting though that these have black timing guides on the C8. This is a K20 C8, not a C1. But essentially it's the same thing. Block's the same thing. I don't know why they call it a C8. I'm sure I'm going to find something stupid different later. I hope it doesn't mess up because he bought a long block from 4P. So, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, this damage is there's no install that will do this. So that's it. I think that's it. I'm just gonna end it now, and you know, yeah. It was same material on guide. And the C8 is just US built. Okay. Yeah, so I kind of figured. I figured everything was the same. But it was interesting. I'll say this. The alternator is different because on the FK8, the alternator has a little mini bracket over here. And it does not have it on the alternator on this. And I'm going to assume that's probably the same thing for the FL5. That it doesn't have it. I hope that there's not something weird different here. I don't think there is because I have the other block in there and that's identical there. And same thing with this portion of the block. So that should definitely be the same. But we'll have a video on all the other things that were so messed up about the install. Like the half shaft, one of the guys stripped the thread in here or messed it up. I had to fix the thread in here for the half shaft. I mean, there was just so much stuff. They had a kinked coupler on the throttle body. Bolt missing on the bracket for the charge pipe. It was for that bracket. Dude, the list, there was just so many things they've done wrong. They never modified the high pressure line. They bent the high pressure line when they installed the XDI pump to put the bolt back on a block. You don't do that. Dude, there was just so many things as I went through. And I'll have to go over that stuff, but I'll do that in another video. So, but it sucks, but the customer, you know, he said, you know, just say it for what it is and just, you know, leave it at that. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.